basic premise of algebra. Okay. So, what is slope? By the way, we use the letter M to denote slope, and I have no idea why M is used. Some claim it's French for mount, which is ridiculous. Caitlin, what's slope?
The curve in a line.
Say again?
The curve in a line.
No, lines don't curve, they're straight. Try again.
Like,
It's not easy to define, is it? Can you define it mathematically? Meaning, how do you find slope?
oh, mx plus b.
That's slope, intercept form, correct. But what about just slope? I'll give you three options. Can you give me any one of the three? Put your hand down, Paul. Look at me. Start throwing bows over there. Deb, what do you got?
Why? Like,
Because I asked you a question. Okay, why? Yeah, what? Can you give me some more? Just y? That's it? Slope is y? I'm sorry?
the y and two sides?
That's for a line. Put your hand down.
Yeah,
No? Will?
y2 minus y1 equal over x2 minus x1.
Beautiful, and I would click right now, but that's my second one. I need the first one first, but thank you. That's 2 of 3. Simplistic terms, what's slope of a line? What does it measure? You put your hand up once more and we're gonna have a problem. Beat you with a calculus book. What do you want?
The incline or decline of a line.
Is there an easier way to phrase that?
I don't know.
Right.
No! And don't think just because I look at you, you can start talking. Especially when you're probably gonna say the right answer. You just zip it. Anybody else? All right, I'll just tell you then. Rise over run? Yeah, oh, yeah. And then Will was kind enough to give us this. Thank you, Will, appreciate it. That's the one we're gonna use the most. And then if you're feeling saucy, you can fire that one off. What's that little triangle? Delta, correct. What does delta mean? Change. Change in y over change in x. We're going to use the second one most commonly, because most of the slope we're going to calculate is going to be on a coordinate plane. Are we good? Yeah. 4 scenarios. We'll go through each one. Positive slope. Okay. y2 over y1 is a positive value. y2 minus y1 is a positive value. x2 minus x1 is a positive value. Positive over positive is positive. y2 minus y1 is a negative value. x2 minus x1 is a negative value. Negative over negative is positive. Okay, the line goes like this. Negative slope, the line goes like that. Here's the tough part. Explain to me why the slope here is 0. Explain to me why the slope there is undefined. No. No. Ben.
Because there is a slope for the first one. It's just going 0. But then the second one, it's going straight down and there is no slope.
Okay, and that was an excellent answer, except for the fact that you neglected to answer that little question. Why? You told me what 0 slope is, you told me what an undefined slope is, but why is a horizontal line, why does a horizontal line have a slope of 0 versus a vertical line which has a slope of undefined? Would you like a hint?
Sure.
Okay. Becky, you okay?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had to go to the bathroom or something. There's your hint, Ben.
Oh, alright. So when you do the equation, if you get 0, then it would be 0 slope. But if you get like
Wait. When you do the equation, you get 0 for what?
for the equation.
Wow.
Yes.
What part of that is 0?
The y.
The y.
0.
The y is 0? You still there, Ben?
Yeah.
Thought you went to your happy place for a second. Kind of zoned out on me there. You're almost there. You're right on the cusp. Here's your second and last.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step back over here. You go.
Y is 0. Y will equal 0.
Y is equal to 0?
Yeah.
Right here, y isn't equal to 0. Y is equal to like 4 maybe. Here's your second and last hint. What's true about all the points on this line?
They're the same.
Again, what's,
They're all
what's
they're
the same?
all 0, and then a number.
Not necessarily.
Alright, so wait, I got this one.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to put a 4 here,
Alright.
and I'm going to ask you what's the coordinate of that point? Approximately.
Alright. Like 0. Alright, it's like negative 10.
I like it.
0.
Negative 10, comma.
0.
No, it's a blue one.
4.
4, good. All right. Stay with me, Ben. We're almost there. Coming around the final stretch. Let's pick a random point over here.
Alright.
What does it appear that the approximate coordinate of that point would be?
That would be. That would be like 11, 4.
11. You switch it up with 11. I thought for
Yeah.
sure you were going to go 10, 4.
Well, see, that one's on the arrow.
I understand. Okay. So now that we have those 2 points, because we picked 2 points at random on that line,
Yeah,
what's true about those 2 points?
they're both on.
Don't tell me they're both on the line.
They're both on the y-axis.
They're not.
4.
Y-axis is up
4.
here. They're on the y value of 4.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
So what's y2 in this case? What's
0.
what's the numerical value of y2? What's the numerical value of y2?
Oh. 11, 4.
Which one of those?
4.
Good. What's y1?
4.
And what's 4 minus 4?
0.
Hold on, we're not done yet. No. This, there's no self-applause yet, buddy boy. What's x2?
11.
11. What's x1?
Negative 10.
What's 0 over any number?
0.
Beautiful.
I got it.
That was supposed to be a circle. Nice job. Let's give it up for Ben. Oh, we're not done with you yet. I'm changing color. All right, Ben. Why is this line have an undefined slope?
Alright, hopefully this one will go quicker. But
Okay.
so instead of the y's equationing out to equal 0, then the x.
I like that, equationing out. That's not a word either.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Then the x2 minus x1 would equal 0.
And anything over 0
Is
is
0.
except
0.
0 over 0 we don't talk about. It's just, we don't want to go there. But any number over 0 is an undefined value.
Yeah.
Excellent, okay, good job. Well done. So I'm sure when you learned algebra well, I'm not sure, but I would think that your algebra teacher may not have explained to you why it's 0 or why it's undefined. You may have learned something cute like you can ski on a 0 slope, but if you try to ski on an undefined slope, you fall quickly, you can't, whatever. That's why they're equal to 0 and undefined. It has to do with the numerator or the denominator equaling 0. And I just put a red dot there for no reason. Okay, example 1. What is the slope between those 2 points? Grace, what do you got?
2/5.
2/5. How do we feel about that?
Yeah.
Outstanding. Hey, did you choose this as x1, y1 or this as x1, y1?
The first one.
The first one. So you set up the slope. M is equal to the Gazinta bar. You did, let's see, -1 minus -5 over 4 minus -6.
Yeah.
Beautiful. 4/10, not an acceptable answer. 2/5. Whoops. No, that's right. 2/5. Right. Any problems?
No.
Good. Like I said, you've done this before. Simple calculations. Simple calculation. There you go. Do that one quickly. You know who we're calling on, don't you? Ben!
It's undefined.
It's undefined. Tell me why.
Because you would take the -5 and subtract it from -5, so that would equal 0
And that 0 is where?
on the bottom.
Good. So it's on the bottom, so the denominator is 0, which it can never be, so it's an undefined slope. So what can you tell me about that line, Ben?
It's undefined.
The slope is undefined.
Horizontal.
It's horizontal
It's vertical.
or vertical?
It's vertical.
It's horizontal.
It's horizontal.
Which one?
It's vertical.
It's so we're going with the hand symbol, the hand signal, not the
It's this
term.
way.
This way, up and down.
Yeah.
Vertical.
Yeah.
Great. Slope of that one. No coordinates, figure it out. Is it too hard to see?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the coordinate of L?
2, 3.
Say that again?
-2,
-2, 3. What's the coordinate of M?
1, -3.
1, -3. Any problems there? You can all calculate a slope. Can we skip that?
Yeah.
Great. What about parallel lines and perpendicular lines? What is the slope of two parallel lines? How do they compare? They're the same. What about two perpendicular lines? Nicole?
They're the opposite of each other.
Nope. Rebecca?
Opposite reciprocal.
Opposite reciprocal, using all kinds of big fancy words. I'm not even sure those are real words. Vanessa, check on that. What's an opposite reciprocal, Rebecca?
So if the slope for line x is 1/2, the slope for line y would be -2/1.
Flip it over, change the sign. Okay. That's all nice and hunky-dory, but if I give you the slope of two lines and you need to determine if they are perpendicular, one method you might use is this. Multiply the two slopes together. If the lines are perpendicular, then the product will be -1. If it's not -1, then they're not perpendicular. Obviously, you can tell if the slopes are the same, but if you want to check for perpendicularity, multiply the two. Realistically speaking, if one is 2/3 and the other one is -3/2, you got that. But if you get some bizarre fractions going on in there, you might want to just multiply the two slopes together and check to see if their product is -1. Okay. Two lines, FG and HJ. Are they parallel, perpendicular, or neither? Molly, what'd you get for the slope of FG? Before I write that down, do you all agree?
Yeah.
Negative 2/3. Love it. Whoops, that's a 2. I'll do that over again. Mary,
Wait. Okay, I'm good. Okay.
Resume.
What?
Play.
Should I just take forever then?
That's so creepy. It's just gonna be the awkward silence of the video.
Okay.
Mary,
I got-
what'd you get for the slope of HJ?
I got 3/1. That's so exciting.
What'd you get?
3/1.
Yes?
Yeah.
So, what's the answer, Mary?
3. What? Oh, I meant like, you meant like this parallel.
Wow. Are your shoulders tired from carrying that attitude around?
I didn't realize that.
What are they? Parallel, perpendicular, or neither? Neither. Obviously, they're not the same. Negative 2/3 times 3/1 is not equal to negative 1, so therefore they are neither. What does neither mean? If I graph those lines, what happens, Emmett?
They don't intersect, they're not parallel.
So then what do they do?
They just are both on the same plane.
They don't intersect, they're not parallel, but they're not perpendicular. How is that possible?
They're parallel.
They're parallel. Then why didn't we circle parallel?
They intersect.
They intersect, good. But not intersect in such a way that makes them perpendicular.
Right.
Good, okay. We solid there? Excellent. This will be fun.
We need a little.
You don't have to graph the line. We can do it without graphing it. If we graph the line, we know that that's the slope of negative 1/4. We're missing, that's not the example I wanted, sorry. I want this example. Yeah, we'll do that one. I want to get to one more example there where you're missing a coordinate. So A is not very exciting. However, for B, how do I figure out the perpendicular? Well, you can do what you did before and find the slope of MN. And in this case, the slope of MN is 3/11 or 11/3? 11/3. So therefore, what's the slope of the perpendicular? Negative 3/11. Flip it over, change the sign. It was positive, make it negative. Okay? Easy peasy. The example I wanted to do, the last one, is this guy. We're missing one of the coordinates. We know the slope, but we're missing one of the coordinates.
Answer.
Hello?
Which one is that?
You can receive a free wireless home security system. Who's number 9? Who's number? Paul! How lucky are you? It's not a sales call. You won a free home security system.
Oh my god.
I thought that was mine.
Basically means they're gonna-
No one try to break into Paul's house now because he's won a free security system.
I thought that was.
Equals what?
-5.
Negative 5. Because that's a slope equation. Okay, so I have an equation with a variable in it. Solving that, oh, I would probably do something silly like this. Figure out what the bottom is. Multiply both sides by -9. Let's bring that up here because it looks cool in the red. Add 5 to both sides, I get negative y is equal to 50, so y is equal to negative 50. That's a big number. So we take out one of the components, but I tell you the slope, so you have to work backwards to figure out what that component is. Okay, and whether it's a y or an x missing, it doesn't matter. You set up your slope equation, set it equal to the value of the slope, solve for the missing variable. Okay, so that's a little bit more complicated than just calculating a slope, but still pretty doable. Okay, we good? Can I erase?
Yeah.
That's the same thing. Okay, so we're running out of time. I don't want to necessarily do this one, but calculate the slope of this line, and it has to be perpendicular to the other line, so you take the opposite reciprocal, set it equal to the other one. So it's this problem A, basically on steroids a little bit. You got to do a couple extra steps in there, but not too bad. There are the two answers. Okay, we're done. So tonight, you got two things to do. Number one would be to clean up the homework from yesterday. Now that you've seen the examples, it should be a little clearer for you. And then tomorrow, and then part 2 is the homework for tonight, which is day 5. And then we have a quiz. Our first quiz for the chapter is going to be on Friday. Okay? And it'll cover up through 2-4.
Can you put up day 5 on the
I will. Yeah. Question, Mon?
I want to hear Friday.
I'm saddened by that information. Please, I'm proud. Just give me a second. All right, I'm over it. So we'll make arrangements. Okay? Anything else? Questions, concerns, anything for the good of the cause? Yeah.
I won't be here Friday either.
I'm saddened by that information also. It's too much depression. Go get the dog and pet the dog to feel better about myself.
That's important.